The Bryant Park Winter Village was on fire. And by that I mean yes, for weeks 5 and 6 of the market, my sales went through the roof. Christmas rush was in full force and I was on fire with all the success in mid-December. But also yes, I mean Bryant Park was literally on fire and it literally needed to be put out by firefighters. Thank goodness for them. This is the story of experiencing the ultimate peak of my first ever holiday market that I've ever had the privilege of being a vendor at. Peak sales, peak happiness, peak excitement, peak stress, peak frustrations, peak scariness, and my business owner skills were definitely tested. But like I always say, I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope you enjoy and thank you for being here. Morning, it's Thursday and we are restocking the booth. Placed you right up here in your usual spot. The vibes today are high, they're good. Woke up this morning at around 6:30, 7. I always try to wake up earlier at like 5 and that doesn't work out. I finished up some candles and then I brought all those candles here. Oh, New York City, so loud. Currently making the New York City gift sets, which I haven't had in stock for the past week, maybe. I restocked all my gift sets and then they all sold out like in that one day, and I made a bunch of each of them. It's a learning experience. We will do better next year, next time, next market. I finally got some in stock, so that's what we're doing right now. My sister is the sales associate this morning, so she should be coming shortly. But until then, let's just do this together. We have 2.5 weeks left of this market. Low-key, I'm ready. So grateful and happy for this opportunity, and I really just wouldn't have it any other way. However, I'm ready for a solid break in January from doing markets. There's so many other work-related things I want to do. I want to put out more content for you guys. I want to put more stuff on my online site. I'm not sick of work itself. I'm not even sick of markets themselves. I'm just ready for a little bit of a change up, a little bit of some chill time. But I am still trying to really enjoy this while it lasts, because this was a very short experience, relatively. It was 7 weeks long. And we have 2.5 weeks left, which for those of you who haven't done really long markets before, you're like, oh my God, that's forever. But to me, I'm like, we are 3/4 of the way done. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished. Putting together the sugar-coated cashmere candles. I just wipe off the excess wax that drips off the sides sometimes. I try to avoid the extra wax as much as possible, but it's bound to happen. And then I'm also putting on the label. I have a cutie little label. Can all this and should all of this be done at home in my crafting room? Yes. But I dedicate my home time to doing things that I can only do at home. So making the actual candles, sewing the actual things, although I have 0 pouches out right now, fulfilling online orders, that kind of stuff. And then anything I can do here, I save for here so that my sales associates can help me do it. Get some extra hands. My sales associates have been giving me so many good ideas related to the booth and my business in general. I feel like they're more than just like my customer service employees. They're actually just helpers in all aspects of my brand. That's been the most surprising part of this whole thing, I think. Just like getting to know my sales associates and realizing that accepting help is actually so freaking cool and helpful. Who would have known? Christmas is right around the corner. I think we are 5 days away from Christmas, and I have not done any sort of celebrating for it yet, which makes me sad, but also this year I'm kind of just like, this was my Christmas, this was my gift, and this was the way I was celebrating, by making things for you guys to buy as your gifts for Christmas and other holidays around this time of year. So a little odd Christmas this year, but again, this is just like the best possible scenario for me this year. I'm using the tan boxes because Makesy ran out of the linen boxes when I needed them, but I think low-key these look better, so I'm happy that I was forced into this situation, because I think I might have just found my new favorite packaging. I'm a little hungry. Let me grab something. Yesterday I met so many of you guys throughout this whole week. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people have been coming, not just like people who come specifically for my booth, but the market in general. This has been the busiest week of the entire market, and I think the peak will be this Saturday. So today's Thursday. I think today's gonna be really busy, and then I think Saturday will be my biggest day yet, just because it's the Saturday before Christmas. So you got a whole bunch of people getting some last minute gifts who are locals, and then a bunch of tourists who are coming to get some last minute Christmas celebration in New York City. Saturdays are always the craziest here. And then after that, I'm thinking it'll slow down and go back to how it was at the beginning of the market, which is like normal market type traffic instead of this chaos that is happening right now. But I could be wrong. It could just stay busy till the end. I feel like I'm having information overload. Like I'm learning so much every second of every day doing this market that I'm just like trying to grab onto everything. I'm trying to like write down as much as I can so I don't forget things, and also just so I I like stay in the moment and remember how I felt during every little thing that happened. The organizer that does this market, Bryant Park, also does a number of other markets around the city. They're all themed, pretty much the same thing. They're all holiday markets. There's a brand new one that they put on this year in Herald Square, which is literally like 5 blocks down from here. And there was a fire 2 nights ago and it burnt down, I think, like 15 vendors' booths. Just like, it's rubble, it's ash. You might have seen it in the news or on Instagram or something. But that freaked me out. And I mean, we all have insurance. Like every single one of the vendors here has insurance. We were required to get it. And also just as business owners, I'm pretty sure most of us just naturally have it. So a lot of that would have been covered, but also just knowing that like vendors were trying to have like a successful, profitable holiday season. And a lot of people depend on this income throughout the holiday season, and they aren't going to get any of that because that area of the market is fully closed for the season. Like it's not opening back up because literally it's rubble. It's gone. Again, most of the market's still up and standing and didn't burn down, but like there was a small part of it that did, and that just like got to me. I reminded my sales associates about like turning off the heaters and like blowing out the candles and things like that. Although they're not sure of the cause of the fire as of right now while I'm saying this. Could have been something like completely out of all the vendors' control, including like, I don't know, someone on the street like starting a fire, because all of our booths are like literally out in the public on the street, like where it's very public. It's not like an enclosed space. It's not an area you go to just to go to the market. A lot of people are stumbling upon the market just like going about their daily life because we are in such popular areas. Like Herald Square Market that had the fire is right outside the really big Macy's that you see during the Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving. Like that's a very popular touristy area and has a lot of corporate buildings near there, so you have a lot of locals also going through. So yeah, anything could happen really is what I'm learning. It's devastating. I'll put the GoFundMe in the description that I found someone started for the vendors who were affected. They could probably use a whole ton of support if you wanted to check that out. All right, done with the sugar-coated cashmere and the rosewood. Now let's put in the New York candles. These smell so good, so good. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. I want to know. I really do. I feel like I am in a different universe right now, just so unattached to general reality that I need information. Tell me, how are the markets going? How's this year going? All I know is my little bubble of Bryant Park. Like eat, sleep, make candles, sew things, come to the booth, restock things, talk to my sales associates, leave, fulfill online orders, edit things every now and then when I get the time, and repeat. So that's my life. How lucky am I? But I will say, you really can't do this forever. This is a temporary, let's do it once by myself, as I did this year, mostly by myself. I hired a few people. And then next year, let's not do this by ourselves. Let's have, honestly, like a manager, like someone to help manage the booth and to talk to the sales associates, handle communications. Let's have someone else restock the booth, maybe someone who's good with heavy lifting and has a truck. Let's have someone else, a number of people probably, help me make the inventory. Like I'm sensing a team in my near future. This is not a sustainable work-life balance that I am currently doing. This is let's grind for one season because I got short notice and because I want to see what it's like to do this by myself, and then let's never do that again. let's do it better next year. Oh my gosh, I hope I get it next year. Me manifesting that they like me and let me back in this year. But if I just send every single one of my YouTube videos to the organizers and be like, look at how obsessed I am with this experience, please have me back, that would sound kind of needy, right? I'm not gonna do that, don't worry. Okay, these look so good. I'll bring you up closer in a second. The one thing about my booth is that there are no real optimal areas to put you guys down. Like it's just this shelf, and then when customers come in, when I open this flap and customers come in, you can't be there because you're right where my sample candles are. And that would be awkward and not safe for my equipment. Look at all the gift sets. I'm gonna make a few more, but these look so cute. It has the 3 New York exclusive candles. I'm gonna post on Instagram that I restocked these because I haven't had them stocked quite some time. booth is open and my sister's here. She just ran to the bathroom, looking cute and pretty filled, honestly, more filled than how it's been the past like week or so. So yeah, we're actually packing up a few more things right now, hence the white boxes there. We have stocked big candles, which feels so good. This is stocked for me right now. I know there's some gaps, but it's pretty good. I think I still need some Palo Santo candles, but everything else is looking good, and maybe get some more sandalwood. Mini candles are a different story, but honestly, I feel like it's fine. This is fine. I was watching back one of my videos or editing one of my other videos where I was saying that it looks sparse, and really it looks so filled, but in the moment it seemed like it was sparse. Now I know what true sparseness is. Samples looking cute. New York City gift sets that I was doing this morning looking cute. I have a few cozy trios. I have a number of candles lit, and I think like the stacking looks so cute and is very true to like my original setup, how I would stack candles before. These are the ones that we are packing up right now. I have my little wagon, my pride and joy. I'm gonna take this on the bus with me back home. Scrunchies are looking okay. There are a good amount left of the ones that my mom made. I mean, some, I would say less than half are left. And I wanna make some more colorful ones because I feel like these are very neutral. There's a lot of black and ivory ones, some yellow, one last blush one left. But yeah, I definitely wanna make more colorful ones. And the tote bags are pretty filled because I just restocked them. So at least that's good. Guys, this is Aliens of Brooklyn. They're my booth neighbor, and Peter's here. I'm always here working with him, and they have the coolest like gift type items that just remind you of other people. So like the main thing that I always look at are the hats, the little beanies. That's cute. I got my mom this one. Where is it? Dog Mom. In this color, actually. I should probably get my dad one too. That'd be kind of cute to get the matching ones. Dead Inside. Gluten-free New York. And then also t-shirts and other types of like clothing, apparel with meme type stuff on it. Like, I kind of want this one. Like, I feel like this is iconic. And like this too. When you see it, you're just reminded of a certain time, reminded of a certain person, and I feel like that's so smart. Little icons, and then also caps. This is Peter. He's my booth neighbor. He's awesome. He's like here most of the time. Where can we find Aliens of Brooklyn other than here?
Aliens of Brooklyn, Instagram.
Yeah. Chelsea Markets also.
Aliensofbrooklyn.com. We're in Chelsea Market year.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like their stuff is so cool and like very giftable. Like this is perfect. And then this, like of course. I feel like that's very appropriate for the brand. 11 more orders that I need to pack up to get them out in time for Christmas. We are paying for the expensive shipping because I'm the one who messed up and didn't ship these out in time because I've just been not able to keep up with everything. Complaining ends here. But there are a bunch of orders that don't require the really expensive shipping. I just need to ship them out today in order for people to get their Christmas things in on time. I don't know if all of this is for Christmas, honestly. I'm just kind of assuming that a lot of people would want these things in for Christmas time. This order is for Kevin. They got a cedarwood patchouli and clove, a really good musky and woodsy one. Also a juniper musk and fir blossom spruce, the Christmas tree smelling one. I just love the way the pink tissue paper looks with the colorful label. We're going quick because I want to get these to UPS. And then a sandalwood musk and high tide, which is the best seller. I love that some of you guys been coming to the booth and I'm like, hi, everything here is handmade using sustainable materials. And you guys are like, I know. And I'm like, oh, you should definitely try out the best seller, sandalwood musk high tide. And they're like, oh, I know sandalwood musk and high tide. You guys are so cool. I also just find it crazy that I say something and people remember the thing that I say. For some reason, I feel like, why would you listen to me? Why me? Just going to Delaware, so should be close and not that expensive. I'm so happy that my sister's a sales associate today because I just trust her with packaging up those last few candles that I didn't get a chance to package up this morning. I did a lot of it, but I just know she'll do a good job with finishing up the rest. I also really want to make some candles for my UPS workers that always help me and never complain about the wagons full of packages that I always bring them. They're always so patient. And I did tell them that I sell candles so they know what these boxes are filled with. They're very supportive. They hype me up, so I don't really want to give them little Christmas gifts. I really wanted to hand make all my Christmas gifts this year. That's not gonna happen, but I do want to try to make candles for some people who I know have never had my candles before. The people who I have already given my candles to, I feel like they're just like, okay, stop with the candles, too many candles. So I don't want to like give my parents candles or like my best friends because I give them so many. I don't want them to get sick of my brand. But like my neighbors, for example, we're not like super close, but we're all like friendly with each other. So I feel like it could be nice to give them like a candle. All right, this one is just going within New Jersey, literally 15 minutes away from here. So I can drop it off myself if I need to. I'm not going to. Imagine I just showed up at your door with your package and been like, hey, here's your package. That would be crazy. All right, so this peppermint mocha, so this peppermint and dark mocha latte saying within New Jersey. Love to hear it. I can't get over it. That's like the cutest thing. I love when you open up a little package and the first thing you see is just something beautiful. Oh my gosh, I need to clean my room. Okay, we are way past the point of needing to clean my room. We are now at the point where I have to clean my room for my sanity, and it's all I can think about. I need to do like a stay up for 24 hours and like clean my whole room video. And not just clean it, like it's clean. It's just not tidy. Like my stuff isn't where it's supposed to be. And that is devastating to me. We didn't even have a place this year to put up our Christmas tree. There are no Christmas decorations in my whole apartment because where the Christmas tree should be, I have boxes, just boxes of supplies. So that's fully my bad. It's nothing to do with Josh. The pink, it's so cute. I can't believe how much packing paper I still have from orders from like supplies. They're doing construction like on the level that I'm at, like in my apartment, so I'm like staring straight at construction right now and like the guys can see right into my window. It's okay. I'm sure they're like confused as to what I'm doing. I know what they're doing. They're redoing a patio or something. All right, this is going to North Carolina, not too far. I do have some packages that I sent out yesterday that are on the way to Canada. Those are clearly not going to get there by Christmas, maybe. I actually don't know how long it takes to ship to Canada. I didn't look at the dates. I was talking to some other Bryant Park vendors today, and I think we're all in agreement that the entire month of January is dedicated to taking off and to not doing in-person markets at all. In fact, we're all booking ourselves vacations, not bringing our laptops and not thinking about work or trying not to think about work. This work is my life. I always have to think about it because it's the love of my life. But it's just, I guess, comforting to know that this is a very normal, natural feeling. Put in a whole lot of work, kind of work hard, play hard mentality a little bit. My little stack of boxes looks so cute. I don't often get like 20 orders a day. Like I always get at least one order a day as of the past like year or so, but I don't see like huge stacks of orders all too much. Let me show you a little bit. I mean, there's only like 5 right there, but that's like the cutest thing I think I've ever seen in my whole life. Wow, am I overwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed throughout this whole Bryant Park Winter Village process, but today I think is the peak. Ironically, today is also peak busyness of the market because it is the Saturday before Christmas. We're getting some last minute gifts being sold. We're getting a bunch of tourists coming through to see all the Christmas decorations before all of it comes down in January. It's a mad rush out there, and I know I've said it before, probably a million times, but there's nothing left in my booth. That's an exaggeration ever so slightly because there are a handful of products there. 0 mini pouches, 0 big pouches, close to none mini candles. I have big candles, but not that many of each. Of each scent, I probably have 2 or 3. That's like devastating. Scrunchies, by the end of today, I bet there's going to be 5 or 6. Tote bags, I'm good with. I think I have like 40 stocked for tote bags. That fact that I have not been able to keep up with inventory for this market, that fact is really just like, it doesn't sit well with me. That makes me feel the worst feelings that I personally don't like feeling. Things like feeling unprepared, feeling like I'm disappointing people, feeling like I am missing out on a lot of potential, like those types of feelings. Obviously, I'm so lucky to be here, so grateful for the experience, and there's so many worse off scenarios, but because of the stakes of this experience, like it being like a once in a lifetime experience, and I'm trying to prove myself to show the market organizers that I deserve a spot here, not just this year, but maybe also next year. And also knowing that a lot of people are traveling to show up to my booth and are hoping to get certain products, and I just don't have any there. On top of just like for myself, knowing the sort of aesthetic I want when people look at my booth, it looks filled, it looks colorful, it looks playful, it looks abundant, and that's not what I'm putting out there. I think when I had a lot of online orders to fulfill because of Black Friday sales, I was really sort of just focused on that, and I assumed a lot of my stress was coming from the fact that, oh, I need to get all these orders out before Christmas. I want people to have their Christmas gifts. But now that that's all done and I got that off my plate, I felt immediately very relieved, and then right after that immediately very stressed all over again, because now I can focus on the real issue at hand, which is that I'm experiencing the coolest experience ever and I'm not doing it as well as I want to, and that just like hurts. It hurts my heart so badly. So I'm taking a step away. I'm going to show you my coping process and my coming to terms with the situation process. When I noticed that I wasn't being productive at all today, it's like 3 p.m. already. I dropped off a whole bunch of candles at the booth and didn't have it in me to package them up because a number of things that were frustrating happened this morning, and I was like, you know what, I'm dropping these candles off and I'm leaving. I'm ditching before I can be rude to customers and before I can be rude to my sales associates. Like, I'm leaving. I'm separating myself out from the situation. That's the first thing I did, knowing myself and knowing that like, okay, I'm not in the best headspace right now. I know I need to package up these orders, but it's either package up these orders and potentially be surrounded by a bunch of people coming into my booth, a very overwhelming extroverted energy type situation, being polite to my sales associate, answering questions, and doing all of that in a bad way because I know I wouldn't be good with the headspace I was in at that moment, or don't package up the candles, just leave them there. We'll do it in literally 24 hours when I get there tomorrow. Leave the candles there, take a step away, grab a little breakfast sandwich, grab some fuel because you have not eaten and it's already 11 a.m. Walk into a local shop and browse some cute little things, like anything really small to just take my mind off of the current situation. Be by myself. Don't be with anyone else. As an introvert, that is so essential. Like, separate myself from people, be in my own lonesome headspace, get home, watch a chill video on YouTube, clean up my space, chat with my husband about how I'm feeling, and just sit in my comfort zone, which is my crafting room, for a few hours. Those were the two options. Package up candles, but dig myself into a deeper hole, or don't package up the candles, have less inventory, but I start getting myself out of this headspace and feeling better. And I chose this one, the option that I put over here. Still upset about the fact that I don't have that many products displayed out in the booth right now, but I do feel a lot more just like calm and less overwhelmed than I think if I were to have done the productive thing and packaged up those candles in order for customers to have access to them. So this is me putting myself before my business, which I don't like to do too often. And I know you should do sometimes, and actually it ends up benefiting your business. Put yourself first in the long run, of course. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just sitting here, and this is the first time all day I've felt that I can actually be in front of a camera and be my somewhat pleasant self and explain things in a kind of comprehensible way. Comprehensive I think it's comprehensive way. And it took me all morning, all day actually, to finally get to this place. But I've been getting a lot of questions about like, how do you do it all? How do you stay productive every single day? How do you get a million things done in a day? And I don't, like, all the time. Not some days I do nothing, which arguably I did do something. I did go and drop off those candles this morning, which was heavy. I brought, I think, 8 full boxes full of candles. Wait, I think it was closer to like 15 full boxes of candles. Anyway, I'm also importing some footage onto my computer so that I can like get a head start on editing. And yeah, I did a few things, but also like I feel like I did nothing at the same time. And I think that's okay. It's like fully okay every now and then to let yourself have a moment. Just like breathe. Just breathe. Anyway, now that we're done with that little moment that we were having, I realize it's the first day of winter today. It's December 21st. We are so close to Christmas. Oh my goodness. So I think what we're gonna do today is we're gonna kind of pseudo take a day off. Is this a smart thing to do? Maybe, maybe not. Peak shopping season, booth empty. It's definitely not the smart businessy thing to do. But something that's been really irking me is this, that it is winter time, okay? Officially winter. And I have my autumn garland up. Like, how much productivity am I like missing out on? Because every time I sit down at my desk, I see this and I'm like, oh, that's so annoying. I can't believe I still did that. Like, I can't believe I'm so behind that I still have my fall decor up. So I have that. And then also up there, I have pumpkins and like, okay, that fell. But I have like another garland that's up there. And I also have some pumpkin crafts that are out. I keep telling myself like, I'll do that later. Like, it's not high priority. It's gonna take too much time. But I do think like it's something that's important to me, making sure my space like feels cozy and feels in season. It feels like I'm keeping up with like my needs and my wants. I think if I take these things down, I don't think I'll put up Christmas decor, honestly. I didn't get to that this year, and that is one of the most upsetting things that happened this holiday season, that I didn't put up Christmas decorations. But I will take these down, and at least I'll have like a more neutral space to do work in. Maybe we'll make some holiday cookies. Maybe we'll make some holiday scrunchies. That could be fun. Not just like for my booth, but also for me to wear on Christmas, because I would love a nice little holiday themed scrunchie to wear for myself. Yeah, we're taking it easy. Number of things that could be done, but sometimes the thing that seems the least productive is what ends up helping you be the most productive tomorrow. Sunday, kind of cold, a little bit cold. We're running into so many viewers today, which is amazing. I love that this happens. This is like the coolest experience ever, guys. What's going on? All right, state of affairs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big boxes to unpack. I did one. There were 7 here. I already did one, and it was a whole bunch of New York ones. I have to do the gaps there. I have a bunch of sandalwood. I have a bunch of mistletoe. I brought a few pouches. One already sold. I basically just brought 3 like fluffy pouches. People have been liking them. I need to bring more minis. Big candle samples are doing well. Minis don't look as bad as I thought they would. I like how I've like been coming to terms with the mini stock, because I remember when I had this fully filled and there was like one missing, and I was like, oh my gosh guys, there's not that many minis left. And now this is what it looks like, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, it's fine. I just replenished a few New York trios and 1 coffee trio gift set. I also brought a few pink scrunchies today. The black and white ones are from my mom. Tote bags are doing well. I think these will be enough for the rest of the market. It's freezing today. It's literally like real feel, I don't know, like 10 degrees. I'm freezing. pretty cold. I mean, this heater is definitely helping, and this is really helping, but because I'm packaging things up, my hands are getting so cold, even with this here. Like, I kind of just need to stick my hand here to warm it up. Look how red these are. But when I'm like moving around doing things, like my hands get cold. But yeah, otherwise doing well. Happy Christmas Eve. Here's the booth setup for today. Cute as always. Of course, got the neon sign, got the mirror drawing people in, candles, sample candles, looking cute, and as per usual, just like out there looking colorful. Love that. Mini candles, we won't talk too much about that. There are not that many there. Big candles, kind of same issue. Like, we have enough where I think today will be okay. There are a couple of different scents that are gone, like rosewood and mahogany. I have the rosewood minis up here, so that should be okay. And then up there I have some back stock, but not too much. Hopefully that's okay. Same with scrunchies, not too many, but enough for today. And I won't be restocking until 2 days from now after Christmas, so hopefully that's okay. I got tote bags. Those are doing fine. I restocked some shopping bags this morning because I didn't have that many. I just have some spare big ones up there, but I needed to bring in some small ones, so I have them fully stocked down there. Brought my sales associates some hand warmers and toe warmers in case they need it. But I did get another heater, and this is so strong. I was like really warm in the like 10-degree weather yesterday, so this should be good. Tissue paper is doing well. Everything in here is doing good. Got another heater here. So yeah, I think we're doing well. I'm only here to restock. I'm leaving as soon as Allie gets here. She's running a little bit late because I think there were delays with the snow and the trains. So it is kind of it's not snowing anymore. It was snowing this morning and I think a little bit last night. So I understand the delays, but also good thing I'm here to restock and to open up the booth because it's already 11:18 and definitely just going to stick around until Allie gets here. I'm so happy she's helping me during Christmas Eve and Christmas Day so that I can go home and like spend time with my family. So it's like so nice of her to do this. Yeah, there are like some people walking around. I'm assuming a lot of tourists are going to be here, and there may be some locals who just stay home for Christmas. Arrived to my booth this morning, guys, and there's a fire up there. Let's see if I can get a little look. It's like right over there where the seafood vendor was. Like, what the heck? I'll insert clips of like it zoomed up, but that's so close to my booth. And I think it was just 3 booths, but that's terrifying because I don't know, it's just so close. So my booth's okay and everyone on the street is fine, but it's just those food vendors over there. Now there's like a crowd forming and the whole park is closed. So the street is obviously open because it's like a regular street, but like people are looking and it's terrifying. The organizers look like they're gonna cry. This is the second fire this season in one of the urban space markets, and it's just very devastating for those vendors. There's only a week left, but still, that's very sad. It's rubble, it's like ash. There's nothing left. There are approximately 1,000,001 things that I need to talk about right now to discuss, to recap. It's been quite a couple of weeks. Weeks 5 and 6 of Bryant Park kicked my butt. Lots of chaotic energy in this video, but basically just wanted to talk about the main points that I might have missed and that I had some time to process and think about before discussing it. I don't recall if I talked about it in this video or any other video, but there was a fire at the Macy's Herald Square market that happened a little over a week ago at this point, and I think it affected, like directly affected 12 vendors, if I'm not mistaken. That was scary. That was very devastating, and I'm not anywhere near it. It's like 6 blocks away, so it's like actually kind of close. And I remember when it happened that morning, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so close to where I am. And in my Uber that morning to go restock my booth, we passed by one of the entrances of the Herald Square area, and it was all caution taped up, and like where I would normally see booths there weren't any. It was just ash and rubble. That was really scary. I guess things like this happen, which is why we all have insurance as vendors, but also it's just something that you never really think will actually happen. It's very devastating for those vendors. A lot of those vendors did have locations at other holiday markets. Oh, I should also say that this market at Herald Square is organized and run by the same group, the same organization that runs my Bryant Park Winter Village market, as well as the Union Square holiday market and the Columbus Square market, or Columbus Circle market. It's called Urban Spaces. They have been really great to me, but that fire happened a little over a week ago, and I think it's all cleaned up at this point. But those vendors are not coming back to Herald Square. They're just done for the season. They were open for 10 days, and then the booths burnt down. That's wild. Absolutely wild. And then we're skipping a bunch of days, but in a very related note, literally yesterday, there was a fire at Bryant Park. And that was, I think I'm still processing. It happened literally so close to my booth. I was in an Uber going in that morning to restock, and my Uber was following a fire truck, which the fire truck didn't seem like it was in any sort of rush. The sirens weren't on. There was also an ambulance in front of us, but we were following them for quite a while in the city, and we make a right to go onto 40th Street, which is where my booth is, and they turned right, and I was like, oh no, oh no. And when we went to go to turn onto 40th Street, it was barricaded. Like, no regular vehicles or people were allowed down that street. Actually, people were allowed on the sidewalks, but not the street. And so I got dropped off at the corner instead of like right by my booth, and I'm panicking. I'm like throwing everything in my wagon. There are cops and firefighters everywhere in that corner, pulling my wagon as fast as I can, and it's a very heavy wagon, so I couldn't get there that fast. But I'm like scanning the crowd, so many people. Finally like start seeing my booth, and I also am simultaneously checking my security camera app and just like checking to see if anything loads, and it did. And I saw into my camera that like everything was there. My booth was fine. Wi-Fi still working, obviously, because my camera is able to send me the video via the app. And so I was like, okay, everything is probably fine, but I'm still panicking. Finally get my wagon over to my booth, and in front of my booth there are like 4 steps, like a few steps that go up to the actual park, and on those steps it was caution taped, and just like a huge crowd of people looking over the steps to see whatever was happening. I leave my wagon at my booth, I go up to the steps, and then yeah, I just see my normal view, except it's so different because my normal view would be like a bunch of picnic tables, like metal tables, and then right after those tables and umbrellas there's like a series of food vendors, and like none of those food vendors were there. They were just, it was all black and ash and rubble. And approximately 40 firefighters just standing there. I guess like they had already done their job. I saw like a little fire. It was basically over by the time I got there, but I still did see a fire and like a ton of smoke. I think it looked worse in the news when it was like at its height. The entirety of Bryant Park was closed for probably like 2 or 3 hours. The only reason I was able to get to my booth is because my booth is actually on the sidewalk. It's not like up the steps in the park. It's like down on the sidewalk. So I was able to access my booth, threw all my stuff in there, threw my wagon in there, and then went over to the steps just to like see what was happening. I was talking to my booth neighbors. I talked to someone from Urban Spaces and was just like chatting about like what's going on and if anything's going to be immediately affected when it comes to like our booths, because we're supposed to open in an hour. So I'm like half worrying for these other vendors, half thinking like, I don't know, should I like keep the power off in my booth? Like, does it have to do with like electricity? Like, is it an electricity fire or whatever? So I panicked a little yesterday, but I'm so grateful that my booth got out unscathed, and all my vendor neighbors, like immediate neighbors, were all okay. Even directly above the stairs, I have some vendor neighbors or friends who have food booths there, and I always order from them, and they were fine too. It was like 3 booths away from them. That's where all the damage happened, and I had ordered from literally all of them. It was an empanada booth, Sea Park, which is like seafood type food. There was a 4x4 burger, which was like the best burger I had at Bryant Park. It was so good, and the fries were so good. And then the one booth that I didn't actually buy from, and I'm so sad that I guess I miss them for the season because their booth burnt down. But yeah, it's scary that things like this can happen, and like literally did happen in real life. This is not a hypothetical situation that I'm imagining up, which is something I would imagine up, but no, it's real and very scary. But yeah, that literally happened yesterday, about a week after the Herald Square fire happened, and so I think a lot of vendors were a little bit on edge. Thankfully, no people were affected directly. Like there was no one in the booths because it happened before any of those vendors arrived, I believe. And so all of their stuff burnt down, but no people were injured or like directly affected physically by the fire. And that's like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that that is the case. And then based off of news outlets that I've been looking at, looks like the firefighters caught it pretty quickly, especially compared to the Herald Square fire, which ended up getting like a whole bunch of booths. But this one, you know, it's still terrible, but they did stop it by the time it reached like the third or fourth booth, I believe. So yeah, wild things. I'm okay. My booth's okay. Most vendors are a-okay. And yeah, crazy things. Very lucky, and it's just wild. Going back a little bit, unrelated to these crazy things happening. Week 5 was like the busiest week. It was so busy because it's the week leading up to Christmas and everyone's just getting their gifts. Everyone. On week 5, I had the same issues I've been having all throughout the market, but it's just amplified because of how many more sales I was making. At this point, I had already finished up packing all my online orders, so I was really just focusing on in-person inventory. But the stock is going so quick because people are buying so many presents, and you know, more tourists are coming by, buying things for themselves. People are more generous around this time of year, so it would just hit a peak at week 5, definitely. Week 6, Christmas week, which is this week, or it's Saturday, so it's the end of the week, slower. Like so much slower. Like this is one of the slowest weeks actually, because Christmas was on Wednesday, Christmas Eve was on Tuesday, I believe, and people are set. People are like, all right, I got my gifts. There were like a few last minute type purchases. There were some people walking through on Christmas, but it was very slow on Christmas. I know this because I had some sales associates there. I wasn't there on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, thankfully. My friend Allie and my sales associate Allie was able to be there for me, and that's amazing of her. I came in though the day after Christmas because I hadn't restocked for 3 days in a row. The day after Christmas, I walked in and mini candles, I kid you not, 3 mini candles were there. I don't even know how to process that because I'm editing these videos from earlier weeks, and it's a full shelf full of mini candles with maybe 3 or 4 missing. And I'm like, oh, I don't have enough mini candles. It looks so sparse and I just need to make more inventory. I'm so behind. And now coming in, seeing 3 candles, not 3 types of candles, just 3 individual candles were on that shelf for the mini sizes. And the big candles, like I had some, but like maybe 2 of each scent, and then some scents were sold out. I was like, wow, this is bad. I was fine earlier in the market. This is bad. I restocked a few things that morning. I've been making more stuff, but supplies are low, and I'm kind of just holding on for the last week, knowing that I'm missing out on a ton of profit, missing out on a ton of revenue, but that's okay. I say that hesitantly because I'm not okay with it yet, but I know that I'm going to process a little bit more, and I'm going to like come to terms with the fact that it's my first time and I'm doing my best. And as one person making this inventory, excluding scrunchies, which my mom really helped me out a lot with that, but one person making all the other inventory, like I really did do my best without going crazy. Like I'm happy to say, I'm saying this like knocking on wood and like crossing my fingers, that we have 1 week left and I have not burnt out this entire market process. I think it's because I did my best to a certain extent. I like stopped myself at some limit that I set where I'm like, okay, I will work 24/7, not necessarily 24/7. I will work like 12 hours of the day, but then when I get tired and sleepy, I'm going to sleep, and I'm going to sleep my full 8 hours, and I'm going to wake up, I'm going to make my matcha. We're going to take breaks throughout the day to go on our phones, respond to messages, see family on important holidays, let sales associates do their thing without checking in on them on the security camera, and actually like take time away and, you know, edit a video and like do other sorts of things. Like I really prioritize making sure I didn't go crazy during this whole experience. It was definitely wild and hard and stressful, but I think when it comes to not having as much inventory on the shelves and not making as much money as I probably could have, I don't feel as bad about it because I know that it was for a good reason. Like I really did prioritize putting myself first throughout this whole process. However, one thing I am very upset about that I think could have been handled better is how my suppliers, in particular Makesy, really didn't help me at all. I'm throwing money at them. I'm throwing like thousands of dollars at them saying, please give me candle vessels, please give me wicks and just like a bunch of things. And they're just like, sure, just give me a month. I'll like send everything to you in a month. I'm like, a month? The market will be over in a month. So I guess I could have planned better and ordered everything ahead of time, but I didn't find out about this market till last minute. So okay, enough with the excuses, but long story short, inventory issues all around came to a peak week 5, week 6, and we're hanging on for the last week 7. My Christmas was great. It was very relaxing. We didn't do anything other than watch movies, basically. It was nice to not do anything, but also I love working on my small business specifically, and you know, I'm good with taking breaks and celebrating the holidays, but I was also very happy after Christmas to get back and just like get right back into it. We will rest in January. It's a whole month of rest. I can't wait. But don't worry, I have a lot of videos to post in January. Yesterday when I was at the booth, I did get a few little things from you guys, and you all spoil me. You do. I'm the most spoiled girl you'll ever meet because of you guys. It's your fault, really. I had 2 really nice girls stop by and hand me presents. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like Christmas again? It's literally the day after Christmas, but sure. Wait, I have no concept of time. Yesterday was not the day after Christmas. Yesterday was the 27th. It's like 2 days after Christmas. I don't know what happened to my concept of time. Okay, whatever. We shall open this first. This is from Juliet MCR. I think is how you say it. She has a small business, cute little lunchbox box, cute little note. Oh my gosh, a note within a note. I got a note here and then a long note here. Oh, can't wait to put this in my little scrap junk journal. I'm gonna cry. I'm literally gonna cry. This is from Julia. She is originally from Colombia and moved to the US 5 years ago. She recently left her job to focus on her small business and studies. Amazing. I'm so proud of you. This is like a really kind of Julia. Thank you for writing this. And then apparently whatever is in here is to help with the cold weather, and also to have a little Christmas tree to commemorate your first holiday market in Bryant Park. Wait, what? Cute. Stop it. Stop it. I was literally thinking about getting myself an ornament or like a little keychain or something to like remember the first year of Bryant Park. But this just might be it for me. Certificate of adoption. Okay, wait, let me show you first. Oh my gosh, I think she made this. It's a little Christmas tree with little puffball. What are these called? Well, what are they called? You know what I mean. I think it's crocheted. It's so cute. Oh, Christmas tree. This is certificate of adoption. It certifies that, and then I'll put my name there. Monica has officially adopted, and then the plushie's name. That's such a smart idea to include one of these in your little plushie purchases. It's so cute, I can't. Okay, and then she also said a lip balm, like a decorated lip balm. Did you make this? Stop. Is that made by you? I like can't tell because, okay, it's lip balm. Oh my gosh, I love. Wait, did you make this lip balm container? Did you decorate it? If not, still cool. If you did, crazy cool. That's so cute. I want to learn how to do piping and like things like this. And then she said her dad made cookies. So I have a little bag full of cookies. Oh, thank you so much. The butter cookies. Delish. Tell your dad I say thank you. And then this is her card. That's a cute card. She has an Etsy shop, which is etsy.com/shop/JulietMCR. Oh, I think she does make them. Thank you so much, Juliet. So nice, so nice. Keeping him forever. I gotta think of a name. And then I got like a big bag here. It says Monica's. Oh gosh. Don't make me cry. Don't do it. Open the box. Cute pink tissue paper. Oh, laminated note. It's laminated. Congrats on your booth at Bryant Park. I may only be 18 years old, but you've inspired me more than you can imagine. Not only me, but I bet you are a big inspiration to many girls out there who are scared to take that leap to start their own business. Now I'm gonna cry. I hope you like the crew neck. It took a while to make. Hopefully it's the correct size. I'm not crying. I'm not. Oh, Monica's at Bryant Park. Stop it. Just stop it right now. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so snowman on the sleeve. 2 snowmans. 1 snowman on each sleeve. And then I don't even know what kind of material this is. If it's like felt or something that's like ironed on. And a little gingerbread man and a Christmas tree. This is the perfect size. Thank you so much. This is from Kaylon. I think that's how you say her name. Kaylon. Oh my gosh. Took a second to regroup. Thank you so much, Kaylon. That's so nice. What's so crazy is that half the reason I did Bryant Park is obviously cool opportunity. I'm selfishly like, oh, I want to make a ton of money at a holiday market, but then other reasons, like, but then 50% of the reason I did Bryant Park was for the content. And not just the content, like, to have in my own phone or my camera and not share it with anyone, but content that I can turn into videos to share with the world and potentially show people out there who don't think they can do something like this, and show them, like, look, I'm just a normal girl, nothing special going on here. But if I can do it, you can do it. And if you've never seen someone like yourself going out and doing things like this, quitting your 9 to 5, like starting a crafty side hustle, making content that seems frivolous and silly but is actually meaningful, like if you've never seen anyone like you do it, then maybe I can be that for you. And I'm so happy that there are some people out there who get even like a teeny tiny bit of inspiration out of anything I put on the internet. So thank you for the note and for saying that. I gotta stop talking about it now because I'll cry again. I also stopped by my P.O. box and got a couple things. Whoa, this is beautiful gold HTV. I think it says aleaf. I think the brand name is Aleaf. Oh, this is the coolest card ever. That's probably recycled cardboard or something. aleaf.studio. Yeah, it says please recycle, made in SF, and they can be found at Art Aleaf on Instagram and TikTok probably, and then aleaf.studio. This is really cool. This is probably like the side of like an Amazon package or something like that. Whoa, whoa. These were taped to here, but it came off. Oh my gosh. Wait, okay. This is the back of the card. I did not realize. It's beautiful. Going in the junk journal. And I think this is polymer clay, and they're earrings. So cute. Handmade in California. And then I think you can slide these off and put these ones there instead. So this is like a little wreath, I believe. Oh, there's a little, here we go. It like dangles. And so I could put that on the hoop instead of the pink flowers if I wanted to. Cute. It says the piece included is designed for you to be able to use the Huggy all year round, and they made a pink one to match my branding. Love that. And then the wreath one is probably for like the Christmas time. And then there are little instructions on how to slide the flowers off and the wreath on. That's so cool. I love that it's reusable and fits the different seasons, and it's not like you just wear this once and then you're like, the season doesn't come around until next year, so you don't wear it until the season rolls around again. I love that you can swap them out. So cool. Thank you so much. As always, linking these small businesses down below. Then I have a box. Oh my gosh, so many cute little things. First thing that catches my eye. Oh, it says proud homebody. I love the little house guy. Home is where the heart is. Wait, I am a homebody. That's me. Oh, so cute. I love the little house guy. Love him. I haven't seen a card yet, but I'm assuming this is from some business called Homebody something. Oh, I found it. Hope your day is as amazing as you are. This is from Fructus Illustrations at fructus.illustrations, probably on Instagram, and then fructusillustrations.com. Beautiful. Love the colors. Little note. Oh, beautiful handwriting. So nice. This is from Jen. She wrote a really nice note. Thank you, Jen. This is so kind. All right, let's open the rest of this stuff. Your illustrations are beautiful, by the way. Washi tape. I love washi tape. They're so cute. Little House washi tape and Happy Fruits washi tape. Do it. Do the thing. What if I want to be a beauty influencer one day? I need to learn how to do this. Come on. Okay, figured it out. Yeah, it's really cute. Oop, upside down. Cow in space keychain. That's so funny and cute. This one is a phone charm, ice cream cone. I'll open it right now. Aww, it's a little ice cream. That's so cute. I love that it's acrylic. That's beautiful. Then I got a Boba Lover magnetic bookmark. Another bookmark, you guys know. And then lots of stickers. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh, the colors are so good. Don't forget to water your plants. LOL. Me neglecting my plants. They're all of Bryant Park. I love staying home. All my stuff is here. That's funny. Wait, that's me. That's literally me. Okay, good. Stop and smell the flowers. Wait. All of these are branded exactly with the words that I say. I always say this. Well, I say stop and smell the roses. If you love something, let it grow. These are so cute. And last thing. Wait, coloring books. Wait, I've been wanting coloring books for so long. I love coloring. Do I have time for it? No, but wait, this is gonna be me in January. I'm opening it right now. Oh, Jen, thank you so much for sending me like 4 coloring books. Okay, first of all, that's beautiful. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use up this whole thing. So this one is the Fructus. I hope I'm saying that right. Fructus Illustrations Coloring Book Volume 3. Oh, I have volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So volume 1, it looks like it's more like autumn themed probably. Volume 2 is winter themed. Wait, let me open this one. Am I coloring tonight? Am I abandoning my Bryant Park inventory and just coloring tonight? Oh, I love it. They're at the park. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Stop it right now. Yeah, then volume 3 is probably spring, and volume 4 looks very summery. That's awesome. Wow, Jen, thank you so much. I love everything. Everyone, as I mentioned before this haul, I'm just like the most spoiled girl out there, and it's your fault. So thank you. I really do appreciate every little thing you send me, and also all the notes, especially the notes that you guys send me. I love sharing all your small businesses with others because I always would prefer to shop small businesses, but for some reason, it's hard to find small businesses that sell very specific things because all these big businesses come up at the top of your Google search all the time. But like for a coloring book, I'm like, okay, only the big ones on Amazon are the ones that come up right now. Like, where can I find a small business that has coloring books? Well, now I can show you. Gosh, what I want to do. There's a gardening one. They're doing yoga. Wait, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, getting sidetracked.